Ooh, is it going yet? Looks like it's going there. Yo, yeah, we're in there. Hey, how y'all doing? Gonna do a quick little update. Everybody's out hanging out. What's happening here? Watching my system hang up and hark up here. I don't know if it's still recording or what, but I froze up. Been having issues with that lately. Really getting to be a pain in the arse. We'll give it a minute and see if it kicks out or doesn't. Close that. I'm hoping this thing's recording, but just my computer's locked up. I guess we'll find out. I may have to do this a couple times, but so dealing with no prep drags. And if you're running a Traxxas rig with a Bandit setup, you're out looking for links right now, and they're without buying a Bandit right off the VXL Bandit, you're going to have a hard time finding some of the links. The Traxxas part numbers are 2443, 2444, and 2445. Those are for the Bandit links. That's the rear, the front carrier links, and then of course the steering links. There's another link for the steering that goes from the steering servo to the bell crank. Don't have a part number for that. It just gives you the bell crank. But I think they're a 34 millimeter or 36 millimeter link by nature. I'm just going to kind of eye this one out to where it would be in there. From there to there, say. Yeah, it's basically showing a 30 millimeter link. We're going to see if my thing's working. It's coming back, so it's been going for 240 seconds. So we're going. So yeah, you can't find them right now. You can't find the 2443s, 44s, 45s. Some might get lucky here and there in some stores, but pretty much everybody's out of stock, and it's looking like the middle of March before they'll be back in stock, even at AMain or Horizon or Tower or what have you. So I was looking around. Now, on my, as some of you may know, on my tarp rig, I bought Punishers from Lunsford Punisher Bandit size titanium shafts. These are a 4 millimeter shaft. The Punishers are made to handle some heavy duty abuse. You know, your Bandits usually bouncing around, making jumps and stuff like that. On a drag car, you really don't need the super heavy duty links. It's not going to be bounced around unless you're crashing, and hopefully you're not doing too much of that. But these are a 4 millimeter titanium link, slightly different in size than the stock ones. The stock ones, the 2443s, which are your rear links, your stock are 36 millimeter. For the pieces here for the Lunsfords, they're 38 on the rear, so it's a couple millimeters longer on the Punisher deals. For part number 2444, which is your front link, your upper link, let me slide this one back over there. That's got the Punisher shafts on it, right there. And of course, on this one, on the red shift I build, as many of you have seen maybe some of the photos and videos, I just got stock Traxxas on it right now. So this is 2443. These are 36 millimeters, 56 millimeter eye to eye when it's built. These ones are 2344. I believe they're 2444. I'm sorry, 2443 on the rears, 2444s. These are a 47 millimeter. The titanium from Lunsford are 50 millimeters. And then, of course, the steering links are part number Traxxas 2445. They are 55 millimeters. 75 millimeters eye to eye with the ends on. The other ones are 67 millimeters. Basically, add 20 millimeters for your ends. These are 75 millimeters. Those are, yeah, part number 2445, 55 millimeters, and the Lunsford version is 55 millimeters for the Punishers. Then the Lunsford also has the titanium steering drag link with the Punishers too. So the Lunsford titanium set that I do have on the tarp setup compared to the stock Bandit ends here are 54 bucks or $53.99. Take these off. $53.99 for the Punishers. Those are again a 4 millimeter turnbuckle made out of titanium, just a couple millimeters longer on two of the pieces, basically. So I went looking around and seeing what options there were. And because the Punishers are 4 millimeters and a little bit heavier duty than they need to be for, these are usually a 3 millimeter turnbuckle on the Bandit stock. Plus, secondly, we're not jumping. We're not bouncing, not jumping hills and going over berms and bounces, going straight. So I didn't think I really needed the 4 millimeter stuff. So I got looking around because you can't find stock Traxxas pieces either. So I got looking around and I decided, well, let me see what I can find in titanium options. So I looked up 3 millimeter titanium links. Again, we don't need 4s, but we need 3s. So the stock sizes I needed were 36, 47, and 45 or 55. 36 millimeters for the rear. And what I found is a set of Calandra Racing. You can see here, Calandra Racing Concepts, part number, I think it's 83317. 83317. Let me double check that. No, I'm sorry. That's just the number sign. Number sign 3317. These are 35 millimeters. Well, actually, these are 38 millimeters long. They're a little bit longer. But because the Stackers are 36 and the Lunsfords are 38, and they work fine. I found these at 38. They were M3. They were 38 millimeters. So I picked up a set of those. I did pick up a set of Punisher 3 millimeter titaniums. Now the difference is these are 4 millimeter titaniums on the other rig. On the tarp system, those are the 4 millimeter Punishers. These are a 3 millimeter Punisher, but they're 47 millimeters, which is the same size as the stock front upper titanium or regular turnbuckle links at 47 millimeters. So I was able to buy these in titanium to replace the uppers. And then for the steering, these are stock number 2445, normally 55 millimeters. I picked up some 3 millimeter Schumacher titanium links, and these are 56 millimeters. So 1 millimeter difference. So to buy the stock links are basically 11 bucks a set. So it's $33 to buy the 6 links you need for the stock Bandit or your stock no prep drag using Bandit arms and a Traxxas platform. So I bought titanium replacements of similar size. I'll get to this one in a minute. I got 38 millimeters, 47 millimeters, the Calandra Racing 38 millimeter by 3 millimeter titaniums, Lunsford titanium 3 millimeter by 47, and then Schumacher 3 millimeter size by 56. And then these are, again, as you can see, a set of Schumachers. These are 35 millimeters, 3 millimeter size on the diameter again. But I picked up this package for the steering. So I want to replace all this stuff with and go into a titanium, saving a little bit of weight, probably not much on the steering one, but adding some strength for sure through the system in case she does roll about. You should take a lot better abuse. Now, the nice thing is, as I said, the titanium punishers, the Lunsford punishers, were $54 the package. These are $11 a package, so it's $33. Now, looking at these items, if I could have found, and there was another company, Custom Works actually has titanium turnbuckles, but A-Main was out of stock, and they have one that I believe is 48 millimeters or 46 millimeters, a millimeter shorter than the stock one, which should be 47 millimeters. But they're out of stock on those. Those I think were $9.99. So I ended up purchasing these Lunsford 3mm by 47s, as you can see. 3mm by 47, part number LNS 1347. At 47 millimeters for the front turnbuckles. And these are my steering. But for the all four pieces, this is the most expensive pair at $14. But I paid $35 to get 3mm titanium turnbuckles. I've got link ends already to replace on the redshift. And I'm going to put the stock ones that are here because I need a pair of ears for the low CG, LCG slash that I'm building. As you can see, I need a set of rears, so was looking, couldn't find just a damn set of rears. You know, I probably could have went to my local place, but I said, this on it. For the few extra pennies, because if I buy them all new, it's $33. So I went ahead and did a little research and found the proper pieces here. So I'll put these stock ones over here. So this is all set up. This is going to get these titanium links. And of course, the tarp system here already has the Lunsford titanium links all the way around. And I got Lunsford front axles, titanium axles in the front too on this one. So I figured, well, okay, I'm going to get these parts in. Thought for a minute I messed up because I thought, God, these are looking awful short, but they're good. So these 38 millimeters from Calandra Racing Concepts, part number CLN number 3317. These are 38 millimeter turnbuckles. These will be for the rear turnbuckles here. And then the Lunsford 3mm by 47 Punisher, or the Custom Works. Now the Custom Works are actually, they go by inches. They got 1 3/4 inches, 1.75, and then they got a 2-inch. And get the 2-inch if you can. They were out of both 1.75s and the 2-inch. I think they might have had 1.75s. 1.75s are 44 millimeters. Stock ones are 47. Now 3 millimeters ain't much, but when you're only getting in 4 or 5 millimeters of thread, that extra couple millimeters is going to make a difference. So the 2-inch ones are 50 millimeters, the same length as what the Punishers from Lunsford offer. They're M4 by 50 millimeter. So these Lunsfords here, the 3 by 47s that are, 47 is the stock's length. These are part number, you see LNS 1347. The Schumachers for the steering, these are 56 millimeters. The stock ones are 55 millimeters. These are part Schumacher U7673. And then for the steering, which is kind of okay, because I got 2 of them, and I'm going to take this extra spare titanium, because you only need 1 for your drag link, and I'm going to put this on the low center of gravity chassis build. But this part number, these are 35 millimeters. And you could use these for the rear, because the rears are 36 millimeters. So these would work for your rear links, maybe with some longer link over the short ones, use the longer one. But these are Schumacher part number U7315. But that's it. So I just kind of wanted to go through that and let people know, because everybody's like, where can I find links? Where can I find links? There's a lot of other companies, obviously. You got HPI, you got Team Associated, you got Associated Engineering, you got a few other ones out there anyways. or I'm missing Arma and a few other companies out there, Team Losi, that I have links. So all you really need to do is look for links that are the proper width. The M3s, M4s. I wouldn't go anything over an M4. An M4 is almost too much for drag racing, adding weight unnecessarily. That's why I chose M3s for this one, to keep this redshift a little bit on the lighter as possible side. Pardon me. But yeah, what was I talking about? Right over my head. So anyways, I'm going to flip these over. I'm going to start a new video. So to replace your links for your Traxxas unit, because they're hard to find. Oh, that's right. A lot of other companies are making it. So Team Losi's got 35 millimeters, and I think they got a 49 millimeter, a 48 millimeter link. Schumacher's got regular, standard links, as well as, titanium. X-Ray has links out there. So there's a lot of companies that sell links. So you just need to make sure you get the right length width, or within a millimeter or so. And if you can always go a little bit longer, it's always better to go a little bit longer if you absolutely have to. These plastic ends, you can thread it in an extra half a millimeter or a millimeter if you need to. It's always good to have a little extra thread in the head. So the three sizes you need are 36, 47, and 55. Those are stock. I got 38. 38, 47, and 55, or 56. So there'll be a nice replacement with a couple for drag links. So always just kind of cross-reference. These are drag links. They're not brand specific. They take a bolt, an M3 bolt that usually screw into the piece that goes through the swivel ball. So find the right links and go from there. But the nice part, like I said, even with the Lunsford, which is 14 bucks now, if I could have got the other ones, it would have been $5 less. So I would have got, if I could have got the 2-inch Custom Works titanium links, which would have been 49 or 50 millimeters, I would have got about 33 bucks. The same cost it would have cost to buy the $11, $12 each pair links that Traxxas sells. So look around, or you can go just buy the Punishers, have a full set of M4s, a little heavier duty here. Get it in there a little bit, and see how much thicker that is than that Punisher is than these Punishers. Yeah, I got the Punishers. So this is the 3 millimeter Punishers and the 4 millimeter Punishers, and these are basically the same lengths. The ones in here are the M4s, but they're the same width because they're both 47. Well, I guess the other ones are 50 millimeters, so they're a couple millimeters longer. But anyway, there you go. I'm going to sign off from this and get another video going. Later.